Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Supercars of London in Birmingham. I'm down at Lillian Stanley Finance HQ, where I have driven my Audi R8 V10 for its final drive under my ownership. Now, I met these guys back in 2018 when I owned my Murcielago. It is safe to say that car finance has completely changed in the last 6 years. There is a lot to unpack in this video. Things like, what am I going to replace the Audi R8 with? And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a car that I've already bought and I'm collecting it today. So this video has got a lot of updates. I have never tired of that noise. It is a phenomenal combination, and this is my last drive in the R8 V10. I've actually not thought at all about what I'm going to say, other than for every day that I've owned this car, I will argue and I believe that it is the best value performance super sports car that you can buy. The power, the engagement, even down to the reliability, running costs, maintenance of this car, the size of it, the weight of it, combining everything together for the price of this is unbeatable. I think the hardest thing for me to part ways with is the audio system upgrade and the Apple CarPlay upgrade that I've done, because that is without doubt the most important to fundamentally enjoy every single mile in this car. And it is now time for me to move on and to pass the baton for someone else to enjoy this absolute masterpiece. Little did I think when I turned my GoPro off, headed up the M1 and around the M6 toll, will I be parking my R8 in such beautiful surroundings? Whilst the machine has literally just turned on, the buildings in the countryside here are beautiful and it pays compliment to the dark green PPF that the R8 has on it. But inside here, the Lillian Stanley Finance office is also known as the Clubhouse, where they host events over the weekend and car meets, is a team of experts that are going to be helping me through the process of selling my R8, buying the next car and financing it. So I am arming myself with all of the education and knowledge from these guys, but I'm also working with their sister company, Audi Collective, where my R8 is going to be going up for sale and where I've already bought a car from. So these guys are the experts. I need a lot of knowledge and a lot of education on where I am going to find my replacement for the R8, and that is why this partnership is so perfect. So let's head inside, meet up with Matt and start talking about my R8.
How you doing, Paul?
How are you?
Good to meet you.
And you. Here it is. The Audi R8.
V10 manual.
Yeah, my pride and joy. Now we are using one microphone because my shotgun mic is still down in Hertfordshire. So we will try and keep nice and close so that we can talk to the microphone. Look, I've loved it. And it's one of those things where I never really get attached to cars. I don't know why.
Yep.
I want to go and get something different.
I think you're always probably thinking about the next car, aren't you? As much
Yeah.
as you've got something that you like and enjoy, it's what's next. So
This car right here is the first one that I've really had to think really hard about selling.
Yep.
Because of the audio system. That's the modification that when I get in it, and I can be sat in this car outside my flat, not driving anywhere, just listening to music, because
living in your car.
exactly. So it's a 59 plate. It will have the private plate that I got the car with, which is R8
Yep.
V10. It's missing the N, but it's VTE, so R8 VTE.
Yeah.
So
really nice with the car, won't it?
it was really cool. Like when I had that on the plate, I was like, well, that's actually quite a cool thing. So altogether, it's a really, really good example in my opinion. It's a 15-year-old example. I think it's also it's not one that you're going to put in a collection.
Yeah.
It's done the miles that it's done, meaning this is one that you can get in, you can drive it and enjoy it.
It's a car that's been enjoyed and a car that can be enjoyed. And
Exactly.
I think they look excellent value in the market for what they are. So it's a really attractive proposition for somebody, for sure.
And what is that value, Matt?
So we will be marketing the car at £55,000.
55, yep.
I think that represents really good value. Again, taking into consideration the kind of modifications and enhancements that have been done to, you know, to further complement the car.
Yeah. I mean, having seen the market, I've always tracked the market. I kind of know where there are some really nice examples out there for, I think, 60 and 65.
Yep.
I think 55. I think anywhere between 50 and 55 is probably realistically.
Yep.
But as we know, go in at 55, see what happens.
See what happens. Yeah, we'll get a deal done. We'll get a deal done.
Sounds good. You've got some ideas on what you think I should replace the R8 with.
Yeah.
One of them being a rather outrageous Italian supercar, which I don't disagree with. It's not Lambo though. That's the one thing that I'm trying to recalibrate my brain around. I like the idea of something a bit Germanic, something a little bit easier that still gives me that thrill, but also Apple CarPlay, all of the modern creature comforts that you want.
Absolutely, yeah.
However, you make a very valid point, because the car that I have bought from Arden Collective through Lillian Stanley Finance is a daily driver.
It is a daily driver.
Should we go and have a look at it?
Let's take a look.
So the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio has gone. That's an update that I've just dropped right there. That car's gone. And I wanted to go back to the Golf GTI, but thought, do I just go and buy another car that's exactly the same as the one that I had before? Or do I go and buy the car that I nearly bought when I bought the Golf GTI? And well, I've done that. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, in the discreet spec, no body kit. It is going to be a sleeper daily driver for me, and I'm so excited to get behind the wheel of it. I drove one in bright yellow with all of the aero kit on it, and whilst I liked it, this is very much up my street for a daily driver. Matt, get in the frame and start talking to me about this car and share with my audience what makes this probably one of the best examples of the A35 AMG.
Yeah, it's a true, genuine one owner from brand new. Finished in mountain grey, as you say, discreet specification, but B Premium Plus. It's got all of those creature comforts. Powered by the 2-litre turbo petrol engine with your 4MATIC. It just makes for an awesome daily driver. Plenty of fun, but also, again, all the versatility that you need. Full main dealer Mercedes service history. It is just a real, genuine example.
One owner, full Merc history, in this spec. I cannot wait. And I say that this was the competitor to the Golf GTI. This has got way more power than the Golf GTI.
Yeah, I think as kind of performance and technology's evolved, you just get so much car with something like this for the money now. And when you kind of compare 0 to 60 times and performance, as you say, they're you know, up there with the best of everything nowadays.
The two things that I really want to touch on before I jump in it and head back down south is, one, this car is $7,000 cheaper than the price that I paid for the Golf GTI, yet mileage wise and age wise it's incredibly similar.
Yep.
The monthly payments are drastically different. This is so much cheaper, and when you get inside and feel that Mercedes AMG Premium, the interior is so nice.
Yep.
I cannot believe that this deal has been made possible. Then the second thing I need to talk about is, obviously, my wife daily drives a BMW M135i.
Interesting.
Which is,
there's a potential video here.
Exactly. But again, what we were talking about off camera on WhatsApp is, one, you can offer a potential refinance on that car that's cheaper than the finance that she took out when she bought the car.
Very easily, yeah.
That's one thing we need to talk about. And secondly, that car, slightly more expensive, but this is cheaper on monthly payments.
Yeah, we've managed to get a really good residual value. We've obviously bespoke and tailored something to suit, and yeah, here we have it.
You now join me 24 hours on after collecting the A35 on a rather busy M25, but it is a beautiful day, and what a day to be driving the AMG. My God, has this car opened my eyes to what I missed out on when I bought the Golf GTI. I loved the GTI. I thought it was the best car that I'd had as a daily driver, and I've now got this, which has got around 100 brake horsepower more. It's better on fuel economy. I've been averaging around 48 mpg cruising this car around, but it's more dynamic. It is so much more luxurious in here. I have 100% bought the right car. The R8 is now for sale. It is alive at Arden Collective. So if you are interested, head into the link in the description, speak to Matt, or head into my Instagram DMs and ask me any question you have about the R8 if you're interested. And then I cannot wait to get the replacement underway, or at least the conversation, because me and Matt have been firing WhatsApps backwards and forwards, and the experts at Lillian Stanley Finance have been massively helping me to just get an understanding and a totally new perspective of what car finance looks like now that interest rates have crept up. They're now on the creep down, if that's what you can call it as a technical term. But having those guys supporting this transaction, but also having Arden Collective there as a strong arm to help with the sale of the R8 and then a buy after the R8. I'm so excited about this partnership, and there are going to be a number of videos that follow from this. So I will leave all of the information in the link below. Helen and her team at Lillian Stanley Finance are geniuses, and I cannot wait to get them to good use for me to try and find a replacement for the R8. But first I've got to sell it. So let me know what you think I should replace the R8 with, and everything's on the table, because this is the ultimate daily driver. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.